Machine. I've got Sponge with me for Nuke. Bit of a weird one in that veto, huh? I mean, like the whole death segment, they rightfully point fingers at Inferno and the weaknesses that it possesses in Team Spirit's court, and we're going to be seeing ENCE start off on the T side.
It's just crazy. I don't think Spirit would have picked Inferno against ENCE, and the fact that they've basically thrown that one away early there. But regardless, let's focus on the nukes of the world. Molly towards top hunt.
Bloody Julies. Something about it. Chopper dipping out quickly, not interested in the action as he starts to descend. Good pick, first found. Diha descending. And they should have access to get that bomb down. Now, it's on the back of Spinks. He's already punching in the numbers now. It's Snappy's responsibility to corral from Vents. Man disadvantage, but bomb down. Pretty much calls it level.
No kit for this.
Armored Julies. Off you got, Magic's Doto. Probably not gonna be too interested in re-peeking, but they force the fight, love the boost, and they've got so much time to find these remaining two. He's still hiding in the vents. Is Snappy. Spinks needs a clean one, and Magic's is not letting that happen. The Juggernaut setup, and it will be a Spirit pistol.
Yeah, not really planted for old Snappy there, trying to come back around the decon, as you can see, under the railing. Not easy to fight through that little doorway, and a 6 favorite. With ENCE taking down Astralis yesterday in a 2-0 fashion. I think that might have wavered a little bit. And I think with the map pool, I think everybody would have been thinking ENCE could grab this one. But now with the veto going skew if.
Hey, that's a dream. I mean, on your second round force to have got a Tech-9 down the vent uncontested. A lot of power for Spinks. He actually wants to go topside, and it's a great setup so far. Magic would have to cause a bit of a kerfuffle, and has. I did get Molotov down, but look at this. Magic's really not letting this place go. Still holding on to that top side. Dia's locked out and hunted down. Chopper with the reaggress, and the CT's comfortable now.
This is looking very good for Spirit. Oh, Hades. Got one head, and he's currently under the line of sight of Mir, but Dexter will get that kill. Bit of a jump scare moment right there, as it will just be Snappy, 12 HP, a Tech-9, and 3 to find. Gap through the hut is being pipped for a matter of time. The Dug Dug, it can just be Flames. Flames, he doesn't sound as good. Now, Hades, for those of you who aren't too familiar with mythology, is the god of the underworld.
Yeah, brother of Zeus.
And in the language that we expression, it is pronounced Hades. And I messaged him and I said, is that fine? Is that cool? And he said, yeah, sounds good. So Hades it is. As
opposed to pronouncing it like Hades, which I'm sure English people pronouncing it like we were Polish would be weird.
But he has lived in the, well, what did he say? Something about him since he was 7?
Yeah, he spent a lot of his childhood in the UK, I think.
So the flag is a bit like the Mantu flag.
Yeah, gang. And I was, you just reminded of, Mantu's story arc when I saw him commenting on Config's recent news as well.
The whole risk. Yeah, that's the thing, right? You're gonna have all this time where you cannot do the one thing that you want to do. And it's normally one of those things that we all do when we're injured or feeling down or a little bit sick. But let's take a look into the first gun round here. Big gap in the yard smoke there. Have to keep an eye if that was a forced or an unforced error due to a Molotov. But
big is a bit of a stretch, don't you think? I mean, okay. Mir's got enough to definitely find a glimmer of anyone across. They haven't managed to do so yet, but Snappy's in main. And no word from Mir. They picked the gap. 2 for 2 trades so far. Numbers favor them briefly. It looks like Dexter had a chance. He's thought better of the nade. He'll drop the one-way instead. And that should provide the extinguish.
Getting hot.
Yeah, it's very, very hot. 29 HP.
Well, you know what I'm going to say.
Does it rhyme with shave?
Yeah, best friends with the cave. Maybe not, actually. Molly in the hands, smoke fades, he goes down, and now definitely that 4-letter word. And it's not love, the one that you're all scared to say. It's save. We got no problem with that here. As Hades, apparently he does. He's on the hunt.
I didn't sign up to be personally attacked on this broadcast chat.
I'm trying to get better at it, just saying it to my parents.
Yeah, it's a good place to practice.
Yeah, it's an easy one. It's a safe one.
It is.
Oh, and that is approach here. How does Snappy want to get into the next round of play? Door blown off. Signal that they could bolster out Squeaky, and here they come.
Wow, he's so quick. Straight through. Doesn't even hesitate. Runs straight through. The trades are there. It's all Hades. Hades with 3. He provides. He's the only reason ENCE have pulled this round into an even keel, and they wanted to send the vents. I like that. They know there's still chaos going on up top. Hades responsible for the plant. Chopper will acknowledge this, and this is going to be a hard cross. He waits it clear that he's holding the line. The smoke should enable a safe passage to that bomb plant. Dexter's fast and hot on their heels as well.
This is about to get really, really spicy.
It's going to be Spinks, right? Like, he has a smoke. He'd love to be dropping that doors or even ramp.
Oh, he's pushed up.
Okay, smoke is up. They're hunting him. Dexter would have to make a sound cue to hunt dark. And here they go. Spinks, chance, Chopper reacts. They are low, but Hades even lower. It needed an ace clutch. Chopper denies. And that one's gone a little south for ENCE. Felt like they got a lot of the heavy lifting done off the back of Hades there. Spinks might be a little hard done by not providing one.
Yeah, if he got one there, then that was on. They're able to play off of each other. Who was a monster yesterday against Astralis. And Spirit, well, SDY has to operate with the Mag 7, so they do get the purchase back out. Noisy again on top of main, behind red, flashing fast. Snappy is loving the pace here, but he goes down again. Mia with the opening exchange. Dexter, wild taps from heaven. And we're quickly into a 4-on-4. Boost here. Clear out that stairwell and see if anybody resides on the other side. But with the X-ray, you can see everybody from Team Spirit are currently on the upper deck. SDY can respond down that vent. That's very quiet scenes. Light utility to make this lower play work. Smoke, molly, and a flash. Door will swing open. That smoke will get lobbed on out. That will give passage to the back of the bomb box. But meanwhile, Team Spirit have been working on some information of their own.
So they'll at least get this bomb down. Magix and his partner in crime walking into this crossfire. Diha should be responsible for this. Oh, lovely hold the tight line. Magix trade. SDY kept honest. Magix really with it all to do at this point. They're low and they're both there. Oh, it could have been. It could very well have been the double. Dexter's surely not going to try anymore now. With 10 HP, he'll back up and accept in our little black box of isolation. I've
been up since 6 AM as well, so I should know it's not the morning. Flashes towards top, and yeah, the pace is still there. Dodo, down the vent.
Uncontested. He's got the bomb on his back as well, and they'll even take one for good measure. SDY kept honest. Dexter actually finds the headshot on that scout for the last tail end of that descent. Diha traded. And outside yard is Mir. Lovely find. He's walked on up.
That is a big kill. That's actually going to unravel a lot of things here. The fact that ENCE are even considering going back up that vent, that would be their demise.
What's deterred them from the lower site? I mean, at the moment, it's just held from ramp with a P250.
Yeah, I don't... Well, now they're kind of out of options, right? Because they want to get back to help out towards the upper side of things, but it's going to be no easy feat. Hades has the AWP. He's not going to be extremely mobile here, and he needs to hope that they step into his crosshairs. So
this is good. You smoke lower side, that's surely going to force some rotations, or at least Chopper to commit to the site a bit.
Yeah, they need somebody to go down the vent here. That molly is selling it even more so. Oh, and that was it. Hades had to make that kill. This round is looking over now. They have to go into the lower side. That smoke will start fading shortly. Dodo has another one to throw on down, but they're just going to get mobbed by 4.
Yeah, this one kind of fell apart for ENCE, and this was, as you discussed, double eco territory. Spirit have chosen to force, and it's come real easy. He's even faking it out.
Gotta get that down. They need the money.
Not going to be an easy one. Spinks would have to have a real pop-off here. And he's pushing on up, similar positions where shortcomings arrive. Doto, very necessary on the headshot. Spinks can close the gap. His responsibility is decon. Dexter still a problem. And Doto needs a very quick headshot. That's exactly what we're talking about. Cooking.
Check back these shots that he hits, right? He doesn't panic. You know, like players would like shoot in a couple of extra bullets. This is all tappy. It's all quite crisp. You know, these are bursts. Oh, that is beautiful. Look. Oh, dearie me. Okay, well, this should be the 4-4. Scores on the doors momentarily should be tied on up. And again, they just ravage through this top side. Not going great for Snappy there. Immediately goes down, but Spinks mops up some of the mess. Some things coming out. It's getting dangerous. 2v2. Okay.
Gosh, guys.
This is really rough, this fast stuff.
It's a bit rough around the edges. It's a little rough around the edges.
It's my type of counter. Like, I enjoy this. Fury, I love. Everybody's favorite SMG. Not fantastic for Chopper either on a FAMAS, so keep those eyes in mind here as he is not up close and personal with any yard aggression this time around. Just was playing from main. I don't envy main players' jobs. It's very, very difficult.
Yeah, standing as Mir does and being expected and cleared by tier 1 players while you're holding that angle. Ew. So it's a potent spot Dexter's holding, but smokes are designed to nullify. They even throw their own incendiary, I believe, to ensure safe passage. I think he might have caught a glimpse, or at least has a suspicion. Nothing spotted, no trigger pulled. And 3 members, make it 4, going for a yard take here from ENCE. So another look out of their style book. Mir jumped on Doto with more high impact. Dexter will find the first, but there's a chance he walks into the AWPer there, and Hades can't believe his luck. He's been given the pick. Maintains the man advantage, and they can go anywhere they want. Just for my own morbid curiosity, Rush, can we see how Spinks is holding lobby? He's not.
Wow.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay, so just next time I'm asked to hold lobby, this is acceptable.
Yeah, you just have to say, listen, boys, when we come back, they can be everywhere.
SDY, 1 for 1. They have the low sight now. The rotate will have to come in. No one from Spirits moved muscle. Snappy can go either way.
Yeah,
looks like he wants to go top. And it's left them the bomb. If Hades doesn't hit this, no, Magix has ruined him. Spinks forced to come up clutch. Chopper's in the off angle. Does he have the control?
Should argue a little bit. He was playing with Snatchy. I think it was over there in Ago. Doto, unless you were paying attention to Harville, I don't think you would have known. Hades and Spinks, they're definitely on the peripheries right there. But back we go. Just another brute force into top. They really love these hits. Oh, and they can't even deal with SDY.
Yeah, Magix again with his just constant double.
Whoa!
Damn! Dexter catches him through the box. Snappy was fully hidden. Doto does well to get the bomb down. Shotgun at this range won't be fun. You can see he's kind of got a bit of a Sophie's choice between shotgun and Deeg. That will do better. AK-47, where he's not only gotten the weapon, he's gotten away. He's gone for an ambitious angle over that smoke. Counting on his teammate to find Mir. Good contribution. Another drop through, though. He's not looking for him. Dexter does go down.
Huge. More
from Doto. And only Mir. No time for this one. He's lost his teammates. Just pulled out of the server by that AK. Doto does it all.
They started with stalls forced by the Spirit and Mir up close towards Yard this time round. He's hearing all of this.
Yeah, this is going to really... I mean, if they don't have one person responsible for this...
Lobby and killed Spinks. Oh.
Even kills Doto as well.
Oh.
Don't get the trade. Mir gets away. ENCE dropping like flies. This is supposed to be against the anti-force. Snappy just about keeps it competitive. Dexter could flank at any moment here.
Oh, he is so quick.
Yeah, it's very quick. And just as they look away, just as they're lining up smokes and nades, he's behind them both.
They're not ready for this.
No, they're not. And Chopper's already going to cause chaos. As soon as Chopper has any contact, that flank can come in. Snappy would surely not be considering this. And there's the element of surprise. Hades to come up clutch. They're so low. He should have a good shot at this. They just need a bullet each. And it's not.
Look, he's carrying that through here after the player break as well. Always excited to see more of him. And that's the thing. You talk about him, you talk about Mir, who's been in some fantastic form as well. Those are two huge names. Magic's very sharp. Great little entry fragger. You kind of expect big things for this Spirit roster.
Good incendiary. They're ahead of it. Just singes the toes of Hades, but the smoke will be there to stop him. Ooh, careful now. That's not bad. They heard the sound as well, so they know there's a body awaiting them on the other side of the smoke. Magix will slide away, as will ENCE's plans. See something. He's working with a small gap. Molotov doubts. He's opened the doors. He's doing everything he can. Snappy's just better. Chopper's the only member down here to defend and stop this plant. And if he doesn't do anything, we might just see the Team Spirit boys opt for the save.
Bomb has been planted.
Chopper doesn't provide anything. And
Oh,
neither
Doto.
does Dexter. Doto's up to his old tricks.
His impact has been insane. Absolutely insane. Those 2 kills win enough.
The word motivating
Well,
and inspiring.
I'm just having a look right here. This was only in June that he was the signing was completed.
Yeah.
Right. So it's all happened very, very quickly, and this whole ENCE capitulation that happened over a longer period of time. Obviously, we saw the wheels falling off after Alexi B got removed, but to have the Finnish org with 1 Finn, make it 2 if we include the coach. It's been a wild year.
Doto, the Finnish esports player for the Finnish esports organization.
Fragging up a storm right now. Well, Team Spirit have never really... They've had 1 eco, 1 full eco, right? The rest have either been forces or saved gun rounds, so they're keeping it as competitive as can be.
Why does this feel like a guaranteed SDY shot? That shotgun is just potent at the right range, and there's nothing better than this corner. Ouch. Blood splattered all over the lower side.
He's been playing some danger zone.
And here they come. Top 8 into Deagles. It's a recipe for a disaster. Magix is a problem. He's hit another shot. Spink's looking the wrong way. Too many targets. ENCE starting to lose men too fast. Doto
Not again, mate. Not again.
Is he going to save them?
Come on now.
It's Hades and Doto. Maybe we shouldn't be writing him out just yet. Hard shot. Magix is so quick. Doto with the 1v3. Ace clutch required. He's into the shot.
Punch after punch. If you take a look at the rounds, the most that anybody has won in a row so far is 3. That
Yeah.
was Spirit out the gates, and then ENCE had their foray doing the same a little bit later. But it's been, for the last, what are we talking here, 5 rounds back and forth.
It's like, so those last 5 rounds, it's like when you see fighters kind of look at each other and say, you want to go? You want to just start swinging?
Yeah.
They just windmill at each other. Both teams windmilling right now. He has found the opening frag, and it's Snappy's Tech 9. You told me he's a bit of a fan of the Tech 9.
Yeah, he loves it.
Good God, I mean, I saw Magis made that Tech 9 look very convincing when he got 2 taps on 2 ramp players from the bomb in our previous Nuke game. Maybe the Tech 9's having a bit of a full resurgence.
I think you just have to take your time with it.
Yeah.
You know, just take your time with it.
It's the tappy pistol now.
Yeah, don't try and use it how we used to on Cage, where just 5 guys appear out A main and just,
I hated that.
take your time a little bit, just a little bit. And
the
we're
Tech
back.
9's second rounds.
Well, we've gone back again. So let's just take a look at this, right? If we go back, what round number would this one here have been? This would have been round number 7. Okay, ENCE win around round number 7, then back to Spirit, then back to ENCE, back to Spirit, back to ENCE, back to Spirit, and now back to ENCE.
I love Chopper's position to actually punish the hunt. He's 10 HP, dude. He's 10 HP, Hades. Just put 1 bullet on him. 1!
There we go. He's used SMGs, he's used the auto shotgun, he's used a Mag 7. Jack of all trades out here today.
Well, we're seeing more and more players on like a map-by-map basis just forgo the rifle for their teammates.
Yeah, like Boomage.
Yeah.
Sanji. The list goes on. Well, this is a change. They're not just rushing top or rushing down secret. They're actually taking some yard control and waiting because Team Spirit, with these pistols, need to claw back a little bit of info. They know what they've lost.
Patience is a virtue. And you can see the virtuous Doto.
Once extinct. Now very much alive.
Virtuous Doto. Just weird combinations of words. But they do sound believable.
Yeah, people would say we are speaking some form of English language. I don't know which one. The Queen would not be happy, but is she ever?
4-man reaggress of secret stairs. I'm trying to like theory craft how this goes wrong for ENCE, and I can't really find a way.
Nobody's looking as they're all trying to mantle up heaven, and the Deagle's just a firing squad in the back.
Everyone hits the 1 click.
Boom, boom, boom.
But they've gone main, unfortunately, so
Crisis
no
averted.
real threat. Even a smoke for good measure.
Oh, that's perfect.
And even Snappy up heaven to have a little glance, and oh, bloody hell! Mir's not interested in that. That will get them a little high alert.
They're going around to heaven as well, so they have this flashbang they can work off from SDY, and that's about it. Might just be a flash and go here. That molly going to hold them at bay for a little bit longer towards heaven. SDY running over quickly to line this flash up, so here we go. This is it. Everybody about to run through that molly. Oh, and they're flashed off as well. They have to go. They have to go.
This is it. No time for anything else. Last round of the half. Yep, running into the meat grinder that is the AKs, the AWP, and its optional roster. The Finnish esports organization are once again stepping into the fray up against Team Spirit. This time on the defense. Double Kimbo pistols are out, and already SDY and Mir are handing out headshots. What, is this just why SDY plays with the door?
Where was Spinks?
Oh, it didn't check his corner, and there's the quickest pistol we've had on Nuke. There we go.
The tone of the bell in the boxing ring is like ding ding, but I think it's not as high pitched. Anyway, we're simulating the top rushes again. Out Spirit go, and this time, well, not a lot of resistance whatsoever. Completely stuck outside of the site. Dodo's about to find himself dead through the smoke. And there it is, and well, now it might just be a save. That happened very quickly again. All right, I like this. At least it's fast. This is what we would traditionally say Earth, and I'm yet to see a dragon.
You just got to have faith, Chad.
Ah, that's
if you have faith, you'll find your dragon.
Yeah, and every time you say a fairy's not real, that one of them dies.
Nice one, mate.
See ya, Tinkerbell. Julia, was it Julia Roberts who played Tinkerbell?
She didn't speak. Why would Julia Roberts play her? Did she speak? I don't know. Here's a Deagle. Never mind, it's a scout.
Was it Julia Roberts?
Tinker, the original Peter Pan.
I think so.
She just shook her bum.
I don't think it's the original.
She
I think
just
it's
went like
the one with Robin Williams. I think that one's just called
like
Pan.
a real life one.
Julia
Oh, that's
Roberts.
the Deagle I was talking about.
Tinkerbell.
Solid form from Deha and tested up for more. There's Magic's his next victim. Okay, ENCE are making this one costly and very well could convert. Now don't forget, first 2 rounds have gone Spirit's way. These boys are forced into a deco. An armored deco, and Deha's going to be a bit remiss to not have it connected that one. Chopper on the repeat could get him. Here he comes to the swing. Nice find. Not quite.
Tinkerbell in Hook.
Hook. Okay.
All right, well, the action's not going to stop here, so we'll save the Peter Pan facts for another day. AK's back out. AWP for Hades here, and working on a slower round this time. Magic's towards ramp. Mir and Chopper, who are currently could be in the sights of Deha. Oh, speculative movement.
Yeah, and Mir is a big fan of this. Like any sort of T side where you can just go somewhere, park him, and find impact when he sees fit. I'm thinking late banana lurks, I'm thinking yard, parked on red. Now, he'll be super far ahead of his whole team, so as these smokes arrive, he either accelerates or he goes further forward.
Oh, that's the deep smoke wall there, so he can use that to the nip on down secret or try and pivot in towards.
And he's so far ahead of the pack, like he gets to be this lovely little scouting party for their descent should they choose to. He hasn't actually opted to push the limits. Obviously the unknown. And just as it fades, no one catches a glimpse. Chopper can slink his way down as well. So we've got a full team down the secret steps. It's just SDY, to correct myself, who's late from lobby.
Dodo's very passive, right? So they're giving up vent control as well as the decon side, and you can see just how passive Dodo is. So they're almost foregoing the lower site so that he could be this element of surprise. So keep your eyes on the Finn here.
This is his duel. That's what it's been waiting for. Mir. Ooh,
What a clear that was.
Tip of his head. Works it wonderfully. Hades in trouble now, and they might just pull the plug.
And the CT side is given a lot of space to enable him, so converting frags like that must feel like a little bit of a must. Saved weapons, so a gun round again here, but ENCE need to respond to keep things level.
So they're going to go do a top pop, it seems. SDY's lining up for another nade as well. Spinksy going to be burning. I think he's safe on top. Oh, dropping into the flame though, and at this point, it's SDY that's the furthest forward. Now Doto knocks him for 6, and they're running out of players. He knows where you are, Hades, and will at least have a chance for the first. Dexter and Mir, 2 versus 5. First found as he maneuvers towards the heaven reposition. Mir just needs to survive at this point. They've got plenty of time, and Dexter, should he arrive, uncontested from that hell and heaven route.
Is anyone watching?
No, not right now.
Oh.
So Snappy should have no issues with that.
Yeah, that's not a bad spot to be Mustang to be watching Heaven from. Bit of an American call there. I guess Mustang doesn't even really exist anymore. Sources to let go where right or wrong, but Mia from the hut cannot. Two, the rest have all felt like 4 spies, or at least they've had saved guns and upgrades.
Deagle Eco, I guess.
Yeah, that one, and then the one in the first half that Team Spirit had of a similar type round. I think those are the only ones that we would say are even close to that. Magic's making that look very mechanical with the smoke line up here, and this should be for the L block. We've also seen him throw out the diagonal, so I'll hold my breath till we see him hit the deck. Warehouse smoke confirms the L block in play.
Deha.
Toes.
Spotted out and eliminated. Mir exploits the gap they manufactured. Now forces Hades to post up for this. He's actually dropping a smoke to play around. Hoping that will keep them delayed as he sweeps in for the right side clear. Oh, just as he looks away, adjusts, but he will pay his price. Yeah, does very well to split the difference. Snappy through lobby. He's pushed all the way through ramp and has nothing to report. SDY is the unknown entity. Spinks could be caught out by this anytime, any moment. Just as he looks away, Chopper. And now SDY should have a free frag into the spine. Does catch Chopper beforehand. Snappy has such an element of surprise if they do opt for top. Just a pixel angle, good from Doto. Oh, he's lost Snappy though. And that
we've seen exploited before. Also saw Junior in the earlier map of the day, jumping on top of that big CT box to look over that wall. So there's lots of different ways that you can deal with it. Deha going to be a little bit upset he didn't keep his toes protected.
Yeah, that's very diligent as well. Look, boosting just to hold the aggressive yard line on red.
Yeah, well, I guess when they're like, hey guys, can we sit back and be safe, they're actually making sure.
Yeah, well, if I stay on his head, he can't rush. That's true.
And hopefully you trade each other. Otherwise, the guy kills the guy on the bottom first, and then the top guy falls to his death just quickly after. Interesting smoke and exchange there from Hades. I guess the question mark now is he could be playing behind it. But needs to hit this shot. They know where he is. Light peppering there, but all in all, Team Spirit are across unscathed.
Chopper remains hidden, and the body of the assault descends. Deha for the info. Hades does eventually catch him on that mini roof. Deha gets the info. Darts up to play defensively. And swinging in. Nice headshot delivered. It's onto Snappy and his MP9
good
suited to the top.
But you need a good call to go along with it. Another smoke wall towards Yard. This is all a bit of a ruse here. Mir, I think he's going to pivot in through main. They might go for a... Oh, dancing around the smokes. It looks like ramp. Okay, they're going to try and split lower here. Mir down secret, the rest with the ramp pressure.
Good timing on that smoke here from Hades. They'll have to disrespect it, and they will.
He's in a lot of trouble. He's going to get caught in no man's land.
Oh, and his spray is good for one. SDY using that Galil. The only real rifle for them to play with here on this force buy from Team Spirit. He was the one that kind of incited this team to purchase, so the fact he's got the first is a good sign. There he goes. Time to play with the Galil. Dexter equips it, and it's just Snappy. No issues from him until Mir and his late arrival. He knows exactly what to do. Closing the gap. Double. Ready for them both. They do adjust swiftly, and now Choppers and the bomb. He doesn't have to rush this. He's got too many targets. They're jumping all over him. Doesn't have the...
Want to go for a buy, so... Two objectives. Winning the round is great. If they can't do that, they have to get that bomb down.
Dexter ahead of the util and tries his luck. Spinks says no. Get the hell out of my sight. Mir, however, working on his magic from main. Deha's responsibility to house him here. There is a small window of opportunity. Deha's caught Chopper as well. Mir looking for revenge and delivers it. To respond. He's gone for the secret walker. Bombs aren't heading yard way, so he doesn't have to overextend, doesn't have to do too much with this. And wow, he does adjust swiftly. The element of surprise was all SD-wise, but Hades still catches him.
Yeah, that's crazy that he hung around as well because he knew that he would have to worry about the red push as well as... Oh, spotted. Mia, chance. And Spinks, nice shot from rank. Bit of a position. Certus there. Ready to start this round. So Mia is continuing to be persistent yard. He's got across the secret with a kill and a rifle.
And Snuffin always thrives in the chaos that Team Spirit can manufacture, and he's the first step in that already. Mia gives his teammate everything and every opportunity. The armored magics. Locking down the vent rotate. Has got Hades down in that depths of the site with 3 players here to deal with top. Here comes the top pop through the vents, through the squeak. Spinks does well, as does Doto, and they are falling, dropping like flies.
Now we've seen the diagonal wall as well. They have plenty of different looks with the yard smokes, but even when he gets that control, they're not able to profit too much success from it. Deep smoke towards yard, so this is a different look at the aggressive ramp play. SD-wise down, Hades changing the pace, and Spinks wants more.
Yo, going for some real hyper-aggression. Why not when you've got a couple of extra rounds to play with? And there's Chopper, booked by Spinks. They have to worry about the silo flank now. He's already evaporated. Diha going in for some more
Look
aggression.
at this.
ENCE just want to finish it right here and now, and I love it. What a flavor to finish. Is this the finish? It should be. Mir, however, making it competitive as best he can. Smoke is faded, and he's surely...
About 1.5
That's
right
all right.
now.
You're on track. You're on track. Let's get into it. We'll see if Team Spirit can bounce back. This is their map, and the desk have perfectly set the scene for what we're about to witness. This is a map that clearly is in their wheelhouse. Win percentage closing in on 80%. It's one of their most played maps, and the veto conversation will start should this fall apart for ENCE. They had the opportunity to ban it away. They chose to ban Spirit's Worst instead. Now, Mir lingering in the tons. We are seeing a bit of CT aggression from Spinks and Diha. And they actually catch a glimpse of Chopper.
Dear.
Great shots, and the round's falling apart.
Yeah, that was nice and quick. I think Chopper was the one with the utility there, right out towards the B-bomb site, so he's gone.
Go on, go on.
Now just one more head to find. So this has happened very quickly. Now, one of the things that I thought could play into this matchup is if it stays as a forced by war type scenario and Team Spirit don't prioritize getting their AWP out for Dexter, or ENCE don't allow them to really have that option, this could get difficult for Spirit. Now, this veto conversation is we have Dexter about to attempt the first. A bit more, but there's a reason they removed Inferno. Maybe they don't think they're too good at it either, but this is going to be, oh my lord, a full eco. Not a force buy, not upgraded pistols.
Choo-choo, the Glock train.
A full eco.
On its way up shore. He does take a little chunk out of Chopper. And the MP9, perfect weapon for the job. Only gets 3. Only gets 3.
So both teams in round number 3. None of this force by nonsense. We have a full rifle round out the gate and some long pressure.
Long, yeah. So let's see if the CTs can weather the first Team Spirit knock. They're coming a knock in here on the long doors. And Hades has hit some sort of no-scope headshot to start us off. He was detached from the pack. He's fine. I think he pushed mid-doors.
He pushed lower dark?
Yeah, he's actually on P4.
With a scout?
I think they know it's the all-in long, and he's managed to get himself all the way around, not only with an upgraded weapon, but he's locked the doors behind them here. So, like, Snappy, all he's really worried about is anyone that slips mid. And they're going to have a 3-man, very potent short-side setup for A hold.
They even have a bunch of HEs left over. Look, they have 4 HEs on the CT side of ENCE right now. So if they cross ramp, they can use those nades for the site or the ramp. All 2 players transitioning Gandalf, and they've even caught Chopper.
Drop the smoke if they need something to play around. Spinks still has one. Nade land right at the nose. SDY running out of teammates. They're boosting nicely now, and he's looking the wrong way. This is perfect. Absolutely perfect. That! Yeah. Magic's face says it all.
What are you meant to do against that? All right, some upgraded pistols, but while we have this on our screens and maybe a second to breathe,
this is a turning point in the group for ENCE. If they pick this up after the upset victory over Astralis, they can set themselves up to go through this group. Now, look, they did it in Season 13 and no one expected it. If they do it here again, that's back-to-back seasons they've gotten through. We're not considered one of even the top 4
They know how to build a team, apparently, do ENCE.
And for Spirit, this is basically the last chance they have to make a case. ENCE would have to be one of those must-beat teams, along with Bad News Bears, who they're yet to play, to at least get 2 victories and try and convert the final to give them 3 and hope they get through in maybe a tiebreaker scenario or squeak out that 3rd. Look, round robins can still get messy. We don't know how this is going to completely play out, but Team Spirit must win this game to at least give themselves something to work with.
So they want to go mid to B, and the smoke on Chopper will be deployed now. Dexter drops a lurk smoke as well, and they'll start to pincer in. Flying up to the flank. Timing's good for Spirit, and they're struggling to finish their shots. There we go. They've got chance, a little bit of room to move to get the bomb down. ENCE will have to play retake here, and there's some weapons have fallen into enemy hands. SDY armored and equipped, as is Chopper.
They have 2 flashes here to work with, but Snappy, the one without a flash, is the only one going from doors.
Oh, well played by Chopper. He's even tagged up Doto, warding them off the site, and it will be Team Spirit making...
Wanted to put some distance between him and the opponent.
Want to contain Mir again. He's up to his usual tricks, and ooh, a lot of flack caught by SDY and Mir. Spinks is even connected onto the B-Tons player. So now we're cooking with gas in terms of ENCE bouncing straight back. You're going to have to give up on the long campaign.
So much damage to sustain, right? Just trying to get long territory. Sure, you have it.
You know it's double AWPs now, right? Because Spinks has fired off a shot. I mean, it's safe to assume Hades, the primary AWPer, is equipped as well. So that could mean that if you can successfully get into the B site, much less likelihood of a retake. Spinks is going to be standing to stop that. And they're currently navigating away towards middle, rejoining Mir and Magix, who've hit pause at top mid and long doors, respectively.
It's going to get awkward. Diha's going to stand and fight here. He's not going to fall back. They're going to contest this here, ENCE.
Yeah, and the one is going to be fine. Just committed to this now, and you can see he's just dancing away from all that trace of fire. I think he caught 1 bullet. Walking through.
The lineup.
Diha does get more than 1, 2 in fact, and the flash is good. He didn't see him in the corner, works it out and finishes it off. After you've killed 2 to have flash coming and you just keep holding W, playing anti, you just know, like bloodhound mode activated. Nose to the ground. Follow that scent. Dexter is going to be smoked off of long, and they maintain control. Hey, dream start for ENCE, not only into the 6th, but you've got control of long. You can park Doto now in towards the more turret-like position of Pit.
Spinks needs to be very careful here. Very, very careful. The barrel might get spotted by Chopper. This is going to be difficult. Might get baited into this by the upper dark presence.
Going to get seen by Chopper.
Run! Oh, Diha with the save. That is huge. The trust right there.
What a rescue. Instant response from the emergency services of Diha.
That's huge.
I thought he was cooked.
Chopper was licking his lips right there.
Yeah.
Felt like he had a free AWP on the deck, but now they're having to pivot back towards short.
Great utility damage. They've been succeeding more often than not when these HEs leave their hands. I think we can check in on that utility damage as well while they gather.
165 for Diha, 102 for Snappy,
Yeah, okay.
88 for Spinks.
That's 5 rounds in.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Go on, Hades. You
This
get a
is
peek around
curious,
this. I like
very
the
curious.
angle and already finding Magix.
Creative.
Very creative. He's got more to provide as well off the flash. And oh, he did isolate. SDY is still alive. That's the bomb as well. And
But do you think he loves these guys as much as he did the full finish roster, or are these guys more like they're adopted? You know, he loves them.
Are you suggesting you wouldn't love adopted children as much as your own children? That's...
No, I don't know. They're just not your own flesh and blood, Alex. That's all I'm saying.
I understand where you're coming from. I think there's definitely a part of him that was very in love with the whole idea. Hang on a second. Diha is being tested by two different angles. It's really not the perfect weapon for the job.
No.
You can't lose another one of these. You can't lose another one of these.
Oh, no.
You are losing one of these. Dexter's Deeg is too much. And from behind, they do strike. Chopper doesn't finish.
Second round of play here. They got themselves an early gun round. We've seen them already have a couple, and here we go one more time. A very, very fast biff down middle for Cat and mid control.
Yeah, they're doubled up on short though, and the flash is good. Doto for one, Hades being pushed. Still gets it. Vision must have just returned in time to adjust. And now, suspicions the team spirit can't convert when there's a full weapon in their hand has continued to be supported and backed up by the evidence. Doto finding the opener. Hades keeping the numbers favoring the ENCE squad.
Yeah, the icon definitely said he was flashed. Be interesting to see just how blind he was or was not.
Yeah, I think counting it in my head, it felt like he'd weathered the majority
Just
of that
fading.
flash.
Well, they could still win this round. They have a decent amount of utility here. They could drop the bridge and the avant-garde smoke if they'd like. They have a molly for sight, one for goose, one for ramp. So plenty of nades for Spirit to operate with here, and you can see the bridge smoke being lined up. Avant-garde smoke 2. Molly towards the ramp, molly towards a ramp, and, well, they're giving it a go. Oh.
Dear, dunk down. I don't know how Hades will explain that one, but they're into the site now, and Spinks is the one that's making it difficult from arm's length on long. He tries to contest. They know the jump from Snappy was there. Swinging very wide. Good edge and
Good
deep.
dashing, you know, or he was calling for one of the two. He didn't want to, you know, not use it. But here you go. You can see this cobbled together by Deagle, Galil, and Dexter's AWP. Not the double ult for Spinks, however. He'll have to operate with an M4. It looks like they're ready to pop. Everybody's here.
Ooh, the smoke arrives. Just as they threw it. The door smoke comes out. That's surely going to rumble the plans.
It's a good cancel, because you'd hate to just throw away this orb through a smoke.
But surely Snappy now is expecting like some tons action, some short action.
Yeah. It would be weird for it just to be a bit of a fake. And Snappy's actually in the best position to find action, or at least information.
Hinge smoke deployed, and then they go back to B. That could be it.
Yeah, there's no reason that they can't reinitiate on what they were hoping to get away with. They still have a smoke on Dexter. They've got one for Chopper.
He's trying to make it look like there's a full short gathering right now.
So this kind of feels like Overpass. You know, when teams commit to going to B and they're just hanging around backyard and maybe they throw a flash over playground. Similar scenes right here, because the B hit is still coming on in and it has shown weakness. So there's good cause to hit this bomb site one more time.
Door smoke out. Spinks readies himself to strike. Diha for the first contact. Spinks starts to unload his mag. It's good damage.
Lots of damage.
And it's Diha with the lethality. Double so far. Another one onto Diha. 3 to his name as they do enter the site. A bit fluffy from Snappy. He didn't hit his shots and loses his head. And now a problem. Chopper's holding the tons push. SDY will be allowed to get the bomb down. It's only an MP9, but the MP9 sings, and so does Doto. Smile on his face. 2 to 5 for SDY. 1 closing the gap. He's got close very quickly.
Oof.
And it's a dunk.
A nade!
What a perfect calculation.
Oh, God. 7-2, the scores read now, and Spirit again, well, the loss bonus, it's there. Another strange-looking buy with the scout in play. Hades tagged up initially here. And no map territory to really have a bit of a gander at. They've only played Spinks over towards B, so this is quite curious knowing how hammered that side of the map's getting. I just keep kind of pushing the issue over here if I'm Team Spirit, because the rounds have been... They've just negated the hinge smoke with a smoke of their own. Doors is doubly smoked off.
Yeah, but ENCE have kind of cracked the Team Spirit code so far. Some hero plays in there for good measure. Hades will forego control as the utils dropped in. Oh, Diha, what are you up to? They're boosting for the AWP peak. Dexter's looking on with a nade, and oh, he's cooked perfectly as well from Hades'
These
Set
little
up for
moves.
success by Diha.
Yeah, these are great. These little micro moves, these boosts, keeping it very dynamic, and then back to the mid to B we go.
Yeah, I mean, this actually could hurt. This could be the entrance, unless Doto can find one now. He's trying everything he can, but there they go. Just like that.
Spinks is here.
Spinks is still here, and SDY's his first.
Just heavily like this. but
100% success rate in rounds like this, Chad.
You're right, actually. You're bang on. So this is probably better than not. That's a Dodo peak. I haven't seen one of those before. Gets swung on. Chopper dead already.
In answer to your previous question, by the way, about whether or not it's, you know, Natu loves these boys equally, I think
Only if they win.
with every win, it gets closer to the being that close.
Okay. Just have to get to a major final, I think.
Yeah, you know, he sees Doto. That's enough. He's got the finish flag on it. And they've got Snappy, at least delivering one. Now, Hades will have to play more passive now. He doesn't get overrun by wide strafing deagles and a quick bop from Dexter's scout. But this wall of smokes will only get you so far. You have to get across that pesky secondary line. Hades does have the AWP, but Dexter's scout's the one to connect. He's vulnerable now. And he's given up the sight. SDY will punish in the one way. It is Doto, however, that stops the first. Now, bomb's on Mir. Mir is low, but they are hitting everything they have to. Here's the flank to finish it all. Bomb's loose, and only one remains. It's on to SDY. 2 to find, dancing around. It's high pressure. He needs headshots, and it's not to be.
Continue to just squat away these gun rounds. It very much could be an ENCE quick 2-0. And I thought this one here was going to go the distance, but again, an info play. Diha and Spinks have taken a huge gamble. They've pushed up a dark. They've called it completely clear. The focus can now be towards long. And again, there's a HE, there's a Molly, there's a couple of smokes to stop this cross.
Chad, last time Spirit tried this, they got the same info.
That's right.
And they countered it with a beautifully stacked A snipe.
Yeah, Hades pushed lower dark with a scout.
And he's extinguished the car molly, so they're going to be operating under the assumption there's still someone to contend with there. Look at this. Okay. High flash to counter as they do set up the open pit.
Oh,
careful,
he's so
Hades.
lucky to be alive.
Through the box. Lives to tell the tale of the Dexter tag, and Spinks has locked the door behind them, as we would expect. He can't leave. And they won't. I mean, this is team spirit we're talking about. Once they're in, they're in.
I'm just curious what are ENCE going to do right now, because so far they are clustered towards CT and the bridge. Diha's now playing in the site. Remember Snappy's molly to keep this awkward. More shots are missing, and here comes the cross. It's all about to hit the fan.
Drop the one way. I don't know if it's going to be down in time. So for survival, 1 for 1. Time-sensitive mission now, about the 30-second mark. Mir is across and elevated. Whoa! Diha throws some aggression into the mix of his own.
The flank's still coming.
It is. He's closing the door slowly. Dexter to peeking. Does get the info. Spinks will have to be careful now. And the great spray control bests the AWP. Now they're open for the flank. They're very vulnerable. Spinks, oh, he's managed to find that so easily.
Yeah, he stayed calm, didn't he?
So calm. Great monitoring of the spray. Makes Dexter look silly.
Well, they biff straight up Cat. This is fast again from Team Spirit. When in doubt, hit the W key. Apply all this pressure. Dropping the bridge smoke this early is going to force out so much respect. The jump peak as well. SDY seeing how much he can sell this. If he goes for one of those, Hades might just flick off his head. And that's enough. It's caused a massive rotation. ENCE have left the B bomb site completely evacuated. Dodo still has long info. They're just expecting a fast Cat hit. It's all going to be on Spinks right now. Unless they get back over and help him out. Lickety split.
No one's helping. Spinks is truly watching mid and B as a solo anchor at this point in time. Diha will be able to take that responsibility back. So now Spinks, you'd think, can focus his attention on tons. He's not, though. It's going to come down to timing.
Coming.
Here they come. Spinks, all to do, does get completely flashed off, and the site is theirs already. Off the flash in response. He peeks out for nothing. Crosshairs were in the right place. Snappy's on the rotate through, looking the wrong way. An easy frag for Mir to find, and it should be Spirit's round all day of the week.
And maybe a save as well. So there you have it.
Day.
Mufti day.
It was for a bear for the, I think it was for charities in Africa.
Okay.
Comedic relief. Comedy relief. It had a name.
Okay.
We wore red noses, and you paid £1 and you got to wear your own clothes.
We call that Red Nose Day.
That's the one. But I was thinking of another one. I think Mufti was a different bear. There's lots of famous bears.
Paddington.
I loved him.
Yogi.
And he loved marmalade. Or was it Marmite? No, it was Marmite.
Yeah, Marmite might have some branding issues.
Yeah,
so.
you're right. I don't know. You got the write-up for that one, actually.
Forcing this UTR early.
Oh, and they're pushing mid, and oh, damn, Diaz Deagle's threatening. That's the bomb spotted on Chopper. Spotted in mid. They're going to surely pincer into B. Spink's going to have to be another one of those hero moments.
What's he
Good
to
luck,
do?
have fun, mate.
What's he to do?
He's going to get pre-fired. He's going to get shot in the bottom.
Oh, help me, guys, please.
Ah, maybe not. He's caught nearly two. Dexter's his next victim. Spinks above and beyond the Call of Duty. He's jumped on. Dinks on.
This is definitely falling apart at the seams right now. Another buy with not everything right now for Spirit. And away they go out long. They get the opening. Mir has opened up the exchange. Snappy has to fall back, and the pressure's still coming.
Don't forget the bomb now, boys.
Yeah, they're probably so worried about a flank at this point as well. There we go. We got it. We picked it up. We're good.
Spinks is already in lower tons, so if Doto walks through and clears it as well, surely they'll be over on A before Team Spirit start throwing out their wall of smokes.
Well, Hades is leaving middle now as well. Diha's starting to get a move on. And again, note how much utility there is for them to try and thwart this long take. Oh, this time Hades not getting away with his life. Dexter finally lands a clean one. And a 3-on-5. Should be 4. Needs to be 4.
They're not expecting another roar. Oh dear, can't hit the shot and he won't get many more opportunities like that. Dexter collects a freebie. And so Team Spirit looking for their fourth, just 2 clicks of the mouse away. End this half on a high. A rather scarce high. It's been rather absent from the Team Spirit T half. Molly and nade towards Goose, not bad. Doesn't quite force matches out of line. 11 for ENCE, though, on this defense. It really has put within touching distance, finishing it on the guaranteed Spirit.
Such a pedestal that I thought they'd come and hit the ground here individually. Now, the individuals have had their moments. They just haven't been getting it done as a team. And the 11-4, ENCE are looking like they want another.
They were ready for that one. Just a quick click of Hades' mouse, and down goes Dexter. You can see 1xBet odds on your screen. They are disastrous for Team Spirit fans and those that expected this one to be at least going to 3. D-Her, something. Magic's way more. Oh my God, multiple targets.
Come on.
He's nearly done it all.
He's still going.
He's still going, leading bullets more than anything else. The only separating factor from his frags is the amount of bullets in his pistol. 1v2 for Spinks as the taps come in.
Oh, he's under so much pressure.
Yeah, and it's not going to be easy to plant. He's considering it. He could get swung on. Takes the Gormir into the capable individual and one of those grinders you were talking about that put them on the pedestal in the first place. So expecting to see him reawaken here.
Looks like a bit of a B-pop here as Tech9's board up. Some util for it as well, and that smoke might actually help them as part of this execution. Here we go.
Yeah, they'll flash through it and go through. SDY has vision, and he's got nothing. Okay, they have the sight already. Doto just gets a blind one through the smoke.
Oh, dearie me.
Okay, it should all fall apart here. There's weapons to be retrieved, there's rounds to be won, but Team Spirit only the pistol to boast. But everyone start using the Tech9 again.
I think I have it equipped. I don't buy it. The Deagle was just too tantalizing.
See, for me, it's in this horrible midpoint between I want to bang out with a $700 Deagle and I'm just being a wimp with a P250.
Sure.
And it's like that lovely
$300
and $700. You start throwing 500 into it. I just can't quite believe the Tech9 believe in it. But of course, Snappy certainly does, and it's a big part of how ENCE have had so much success. So they're going from mid to B. Snappy's selling the A fake to keep 3 CTs busy, and then SDY and Mir with armored Deagles have to contend with an entire squad. Here they come. Loud about it as well. And multiple men's, multiple angles. Good molly as well towards the bricks position.
That was really good, really well handled. You know, just pesky positions as you're talking about the bricks position near the car. To throw that molly, knowing that you only have one avenue to run through, you can make it very, very awkward here. How much more are they going to get? Up close and personal. Tech9 not going to land from Snappy this time round.
That's a really nice crouch. You might want to have a look at this. They've got kit on Magics. They find one now.
Look, ENCE can blow this group wide open. I think Spirit and Bad News Bears are going to find themselves at the bottom of the barrel. This is about to get dicey long, Alex. They've actually stacked here, and this flash is ready on Chopper. Hold up a second.
I think ENCE's path is also going to be really determined by Heroic's results. Because
Yeah.
they've got 2 wins already, and their next opponents are Vitality Astralis. So if Heroic get into a dominant fashion, ENCE get a red carpet run, and on the other side of the field, should Heroic go on quite the opposite and plummet, they'll have given a bit more of an opportunity to ENCE regardless. So basically, you want them to either really win or really lose in those Heroic head-to-heads. But of course, Heroic definitely demonstrating their ability against Bad News Bears and Spirits so far.
Well, if we get to the final day of play, and Heroic versus Astralis is the marquee fixture, and Astralis like on the cusp, right? And they have to, Glaive has to take down Katie and to get them into the playoffs, right? There you go, there's our storyline.
You've got me.
Everyone hang around.
Ready? Yeah.
Friday, that's Friday at 8.
Sign me up. Friday at 8. Put it in your calendar. Oh, chopper. Chopper, chopper, chopper. Absolutely booked by Hades. The trajectory of the smoke giving him a nice early warning, and he hasn't stopped. There's more AWP frags in the feed. This one's just going to peter out into nothingness.
Now they can just go towards A. It's just Dexter here on his lonesome.
Yeah, and he's getting swung on by Long, so he doesn't even get a chance. FDY and Mir just running fast and...
Well, oh, come on, boys. It's all over Red Rover here. 15-5 is the score. The force by 2 scouts. Vertigo, MP9, Famous. This is a matter of time game right now. I'm happy to call it. Certus, he's standing by, he's thrown in the white towel.
No, he's actually, he's making his standing desk into a standing desk because he's going to start shouting. He's just pressing the button.
Or he gets his guitar out and he sings him a song.
Yeah, that too. Wonderwall.
The sun will come out.
Tainted Love.
I like that flash. It's a bit nerdy, but doesn't get them a lot. Snappy goes down. The bomb is just on the other side. It's Molly. This might get a bit awkward.
I'm not even worried, mate. Steher is in the zone at this point in time. 5v4, sure.
They just missed 2 mollies though. How does that make you feel?
Makes me feel like they don't need them.
Okay, so they're just burning utility.
Yeah, they want it to feel like an failed A take.
All right.
Because the reality is the CT aggression here, the late and away boost is exactly what he's pre-aiming. You're so gross. And they get them both. Told ya.
Yeah, well, back to B they can go now. Knowing that that AK was picked up from Magix, they can head over towards B, and SDY only as a scout is going to have to bang off so many heads here.
Good start, needs more, way more, does go 1 for 1. And that
damage.
might prove insignificant. They get the smoke on the doors, it's Dexter and Magix. They want to do a full diligent clear and equip themselves with what they can. Maybe swap those weapons away. Yeah, okay, we'll take a FAMAS.
They're both going tunnels as well. Yeah, we can pack this one up. Hades is here with the AWP. Left, right, good night, coming on in.
A couple more clicks, and that one comes real easy, as does the second, not to be, Magix. Low HP. Plenty of time, he's not in a rush. Spink should have him to the right here on the elevated angle. And D had to collect ENCE. All right, now